Welcome to College Sport Check for this Wednesday, February 24th. Scores and schedules. First, the scores. College basketball scores for Monday and Tuesday. We'll start with Monday night. So here the Monday night scores as follows. Miami defeating Virginia 64-61. West Virginia over Iowa State 97-87. Texas over Kansas State 71-70. State versus State. Alabama State defeating Alcorn State 73-59. Bethune-Cookman over Stetson 96-94. Central Arkansas defeats McNeese State 86-82. Green Bay over Cleveland State 78-61. Norfolk over Copeland State 85-77. Florida A&M over Maryland Eastern Shore 81-80. Hampton defeats Delaware State 82-72. Incarnate Word over Houston Baptist 97-91. Iona over Siena 87-81. Morgan State defeats North Carolina A&T 72-51. Northwestern State over Nicholls State 81-67. Prairie View A&M over Mississippi Valley State 63-61. South Carolina State defeats Howard 71-63. Alabama A&M over Southern University 78-66. Stephen F. Austin over Lamar 79-58. Texas Southern defeats Arkansas Pine Bluff 54-52. Milwaukee defeats YSU 87-51. Those are the scores from Monday. Now for the college basketball scores for Tuesday, February 23rd. Number 2, Kansas defeating number 19, Baylor 66-20. Number 6, Michigan State defeats Ohio State 81-62. Number 16, Kentucky defeating Alabama 78-83. Texas A&M CC over Abilene Christian 65-59. Miami, Ohio over Akron 77-54. Savannah State over Allen 83-72. Army defeats Boston University 80-71. Toledo over Ball State 77-67. Georgia Tech over Clemson 75-73. Dayton over St. Louis 52-49. Evansville defeats Bradley 67-55. Georgia Southern over Georgia State 54-52. Buffalo over Kent State 87-70. Arkansas defeats LSU 85-65. Ole Miss over Missouri 85-76. Colorado State over New Mexico 86-69. Southern Louisiana and New Orleans, that game was postponed. Central Michigan defeats Northern Iowa 76-64. Bowling Green over Ohio 87-82. Davidson over Rhode Island 65-54. Marist over Rider 71-58. Minnesota over Rutgers 83-61. St. Peter's defeats Manhattan 61-40. Texas Tech over TCU 83-79. Tulsa over Temple 74-55. Boise State defeats UNLV 81-69. Vanderbilt over Florida 87-74. Virginia Tech over Boston College 71-56. And finally Eastern Michigan, they defeat Western Michigan 73-62. And those are the scores. Alright, so here is the college basketball school rankings, top 25, okay, as of Monday. First place is Villanova, second place Kansas, Virginia is in third, Oklahoma they got Oklahoma and Virginia, okay, tied in third place. Fifth place is Xavier, okay, and they climbed up from 8th place. 6th place, Michigan State. 7th place is North Carolina. Iowa is in 8th place. Arizona in 9th place, up from 12th. Maryland is in 10th, and Louisville climbs from 18th to 11th. 12th place is Miami, Florida. Oregon, 13th place. West Virginia in 14th, and Duke in 15th place, up from 20th. 16th place is Kentucky. 17th, Iowa State. 18th, Indiana. Baylor 19th, up from 25th. Purdue is in 20th. 21st is Texas A&M. Utah 22nd. Notre Dame 23rd. Southern Methodist 24th. And Texas in 25th. Other schools still receiving votes. It's Dayton, Providence, California, Wichita, Texas Tech, Wisconsin, St. Joseph's, Virginia Commonwealth, South Carolina, Hawaii, St. Mary's, Valparaiso, Cincinnati, USC, San Diego State, Connecticut, Arkansas, Little Rock, UAB, and Stephen F. Austin. Alright, so here we are, College Sports Check, and here is the college basketball TV schedule for Wednesday as follows. At 7 o'clock, it's Northwestern and Michigan on the Big Ten Network, Georgia and Auburn on the SEC Network, Mississippi State, Texas A&M, that's on ESPN2, Houston and Central Florida on ESPNU, and the Big Buzz game, Villanova and Xavier, that's at 7 o'clock tonight, and that's on Fox Sports 1. Southern Illinois, Illinois State, the Salukis and the Redbirds, that's on ESPN 3, and those are the 7 o'clock games. For 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, East Carolina and Tulane, ESPN News, North Carolina State, Marquette and Creighton on that's on the CBS Sports Network, Drake and Missouri State, ESPN 3, Indiana State and Northern Iowa, and that's on ESPN3 as well, and those are the 8 o'clock games. I have no network for North Carolina State, so just let you know about that. At 9 o'clock tonight, Wisconsin and Iowa, okay, it's on the Big Ten Network from the Carver Hawkeye Arena. Also 9 o'clock, it's Tennessee and South Carolina on the SEC Network, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, ESPNU, Notre Dame, Wake Forest, Arizona and Colorado, that's on ESPN2. 10 o'clock, it's also Wichita State, Loyola Chicago are playing. 10 o'clock, okay, as follows. It's Washington State and Oregon, the Cougars and the Ducks on the Pac-12 Network, Utah State and Nevada on the Root Network, San Diego State and Wyoming on CBS Sports, Long Beach State, UC Irvine, ESPN3, and then Washington and Oregon State, the Huskies and the Beaver, ESPNU. So you have Washington State playing Oregon, and then you have Washington playing Oregon State tonight. So let's take a sneak preview of what's going on for Thursday night. Okay, 7 o'clock Thursday night as follows. It's Nebraska and Penn State, ESPNU, SMU and Memphis, ESPN2, Florida State and Duke on ESPN, Go Noles, Providence and Seton Hall on Fox Sports 1, Citadel and North Carolina Greensboro, ESPN3, the Bulldogs and the Spartans. And then it's Furman and East Tennessee State on ESPN from the Freedom Hall Civic Center, Johnson City. And those are the 7 o'clock games for two more games I forgot. Excuse me. There's also North Florida and Jacksonville, ESPN3. NJIT and South Carolina Upstate also on ESPN3 from the GB Hodge Center, Spartansburg. So those are the 7 o'clock games for Thursday. 7:30 on Thursday, it's Connecticut and South Florida, CBS Sports. Northern Kentucky and Cleveland State, ESPN3. Appalachian State and Georgia Southern, ESPN3. And then Kennesaw State and Lipscomb on ESPN3, and those are the 7:30 games. At 8 o'clock on Thursday, Niagara and Canisius, the Purple Eagles, Golden Griffins, ESPN3. And then at 8:15, it's Texas Arlington and Arkansas Little Rock over on ESPN3. All right. So here are the rest of the games for Thursday. At 8:35, it's Texas State and Arkansas State, ESPN3. Then at 9 o'clock for Thursday, there's 6 games for 9 o'clock Thursday night, and that's Indiana and Illinois, ESPN. St. John's and DePaul, the Red Storm and the Blue Demons, Fox Sports 1. Arizona State, Utah, Pac-12 Network. UCLA, California, ESPN 2. IPFW in Western Illinois, ESPN 3, and then Winthrop and High Point on ESPNU. And those are the Thursday night games for 9 o'clock. 9:30, Murray State in Eastern Illinois, CBS Sports Network. And then at 11 o'clock, it's USC and Stanford on the Pac-12 Network. Portland and BYU on ESPNU. And those are the 11 o'clock games for Thursday. All right, that's going to do it for today. Tomorrow, 7:45, it's RP Full Throttle as we go talk about Daytona and, of course, Atlanta coming up. Race review, race news, and such. It's the Racing Podcast Full Throttle tomorrow, 7:45, apodradio.com, and then anytime on demand, apodradio.com and Spreaker.com, #sports. From New York, this is Manny Allegretto. Be good and be safe. This is College Sport Check.
That's it, sports fans. Thanks for watching, and good night.